Hello everyone, today our topic is how to add swipe pages new orders in Google Sheet. So here my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new order from swipe pages, then automatically I'm going to capture the details of that order and I'm going to add that data of that order automatically in my Google Sheet. So for that I have to build a simple connection between swipe pages and Google Sheet. So for building this connection, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing software for automation and integration. In Pabbly Connect, I have to use trigger and action. In trigger application, I'm going to use swipe pages. In action application, I'm going to use Google Sheets. So how I'm going to build this connection? For that, let me take you to my computer screen. I hope all you can see my computer screen, and today we are going to see that how we can add swipe pages order details in Google Sheets. So whenever I'm going to receive a new order from swipe pages, then I want to create a database of all my order details. So I want to add these details in my Google Sheet. But I want to do this automatically so that whenever I receive a new order from swipe pages, then automatically that order details will be added in my Google Sheets. So for that, I have to use Pabbly Connect. And by using Pabbly Connect, I'm going to build a simple connection between swipe pages and my Google Sheet. So I'm going to build this connection without any coding and programming skills. And for using Pabbly Connect, I have to open a new tab and search for pabbly.com. And this will take us to this landing page of Pabbly. Here we have two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you don't have any account with Pabbly, you can just sign up for free and it will take only 2 minutes of your time and you will get 100 of tasks free every month. Or if you already have an account, you can just sign in and you will get to see this page. So these are all the apps that Pabbly offers and we are going to use Pabbly Connect here. For that, I have to click here on this Access Now button under Pabbly Connect and this will direct us to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here, this is the workflow section and we can see all the workflows that we will create here. And this is the folder section. We can create new folder here and we can save any workflow in any particular folder that we want. Now here, I want to create a new workflow. For that, I have to click here on this create workflow button and this window will pop up. Here I have to name my workflow. So I'm going to name it as my objective, which is to add swipe pages new order data in Google Sheets. Now I'm going to select the folder where I want to save my workflow. So for selecting the folder, you have to open this tab. And in this tab, you will find all the folders that you have created in your Pabbly Connect account. And I want to save this workflow in this particular folder of home. So I'm going to click on create. And this will take us to this most important window of our workflow. Here we have two boxes, trigger and action. So these are the two main principles on which our workflow works on. And trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So trigger is going to be the first step that will get executed in our workflow and action will just follow that. So we have to set up our trigger first and here my trigger application is going to be swipe pages. So I'm going to select swipe pages here and now I have to give a trigger event. So I'm going to open this tab and new order will be my trigger event. So I'm going to select this and now I'm going to connect swipe pages with Pabbly Connect and for that I have to use this webhook URL and this webhook URL is going to work as a bridge between swipe pages and Pabbly Connect. And for connecting these two accounts, I have to follow all this instruction. So first I'm going to copy this webhook URL. I have to go back to my swipe pages account. And here first what you have to do is you have to first create a page. And after creating your pages, what you have to do is you have to open that page and you have to go to integrations and you have to click on get started. Now here we have to create a new workflow. For that, I have to click here on this create workflow button. And first I have to name my workflow. So I'm going to name it as testing. So I'm going to click on next and here I have to first set up my trigger. So I'm going to drag and drop my trigger event. So my trigger event is going to be order process. So I'm going to drop that here. Now I have to set up my trigger. So I'm going to click here on this click setup button. Now first I have to select the pages. So I'm going to open this tab and I'm going to select pages. And I'm going to select the pages that I want to use to create new orders. So I'm going to select this page of PHP course and courses. Now I have to select the funnel and products. So I'm going to select any funnel and any products. So by using these pages, I can create order for any products and any funnel. So I'm going to click on save changes. And now I have to set up my action steps. So my action event here will be send webhook. So I'm going to drag and drop that here. And I'm going to connect trigger and actions together. Now I have to set up my actions. So I'm going to click here. And for setting up my action, I have to first give my webhook URL. So I'm going to give that webhook URL that I've copied from Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to paste that here. Now I have to select my method. So my method will be post. And after this, I have to give my webhook body. So I'm going to click here on this add property button. And here I have these two tabs, key and select liquid tag. Now here, I have to give the properties that I want to receive as my webhook data in Pabbly Connect. So for that, I have to give the value in key and tag pair. So I'm going to first type my key, which is going to be the properties that I want. So my first key will be of full name. I'm going to select my tag. My tag will be of full name. Similarly, I'm going to add more properties. So my second property is of email. Now I will give the tag. So my tag will be of email. Now I'm going to add my other properties, and my property will be of phone number. I'm going to add my tag, and similarly, I'm going to add all the properties that I want. So these are going to be all my properties that I want to receive as a webhook data. So I'm going to receive properties of full name, email, phone number, shipping address, city, country, zip code, product, and invoice ID, and state. Now I'm going to click on run a test, and I'm going to click on save changes, and I'm going to make my workflow active. So I'm going to click here, and now I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see I have received this response. So this is a test response, and in this I have received all the values of the properties that I have added in my workflow. So this is a test data, and this means that my connection between Swipe Pages and Pabbly Connect is working successfully. Now I have to click on recapture webhook response. I will click on yes, and here it is waiting for webhook response. So how I'm going to get this webhook response? For that, I have to create a new order in my Swipe Pages account. So let's go back to Swipe Pages. I will exit this. And first I'm going to make the order for this courses page. So I'm going to view this page. And here for creating a new order, I have to fill all these details. So here I'm going to make order for this product of Java course for beginners, and the amount is 500 rupees. So for that, I have to fill all these details. So first I have to give the full name. So my full name will be demo user. Email will be demouser@pabblytudes.com. I will give a random mobile number. Now I have to give my shipping address. So my shipping address will be random. City will be Indore. I will give a random zip code, and I have to select my country. So I'm going to open this tab, and my country will be India. Now I have to select the states. So my state will be Madhya Pradesh. And now I'm going to complete my order by clicking here on this yes, complete my order button. And I have to make a payment. So I'm going to make payment with card. And I have to give my dummy card number. So this is going to be my test card number. I will give a random expiry date and a random CVV. I'm going to click on pay now. I'm going to click on pay without saving card. And I have to give a test OTP. So my test OTP is 111, and I'm going to click on submit. And here my payment was successful. So here in Swipe Pages, I have created this new order for Java course for beginners. Now I have to go back to Pabbly Connect, and here we can see I have received this new response. So in the response, I have all these details. So first I have the zip code. I have the state, which is Madhya Pradesh. I have this shipping address line 1, which is random. I have the country, which is India. I have the shipping address city, which is Indore. I have the price of my order, which is 500 rupees. I have the name of my product, which is Java course for beginners. I have the product ID, and my currency is INR, which is for my price. I have the random phone number of my customer. I have the invoice ID. This is the full name of my customer, which is demo user. I have the email address, which is demouser@pabblytudes.com, and this is my total amount, which is 500 rupees. Now what I need to do is, I need to map all these details, and I have to create a database in my Google Sheet with all these order details that I'm getting from Swipe Pages. So for that, what I have to do is, I have to use all these details, and I'm going to set up my actions tab. So I'm going to open this tab, and here I'm going to search for Google Sheets. So I'm going to select Google Sheets here, and now I have to give an action event. So I'm going to open this tab, and add new row will be my action event. So I'm going to select this. Now I have to connect Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect. So I'll click here on connect. I will click on add new connection, and I will sign in with Google. And now I have to click on allow to give access to my account. So I'm going to click here, and here my connection is successful. Now for adding all my order details, what I have to do is, I have to first select my spreadsheet. So I have to take you back to my Google Sheet, and in my Google Sheet, I'm using this spreadsheet of Swipe Pages order details. So I'm going to use this particular spreadsheet. So I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect. And now for selecting the spreadsheet, what I have to do is, I have to open this tab. And in this tab, I will find all the spreadsheets that are connected with my Google Sheet account. And in this, I'm going to use this spreadsheet of Swipe Pages order details. So I'm going to select this. And here we can see all the details have changed according to my spreadsheet. Now in my spreadsheet, I have all these columns. So I'm going to add all these details of my order that I have in my Swipe Pages in these columns. So I have to fill all these details from the order details that I received from my Swipe Pages account. And I'm going to map all these details here. So for that, what I have to do is, I have to use mapping. And what mapping is a technique through which I can retrieve the data from the previous steps, and the data that is changing will get replaced with the new data in the real time. So for mapping, I have to click here. I will open this response of Swipe Pages, and I'm going to search for the full name of my customer. So this is the full name. So I'm going to map this. So my full name is demo user. Similarly, I'm going to map the email address. I'm going to click here. I will open this response of swipe pages and I'm going to search for the email address. So this is my email address. So I'm going to map this. Now I'm going to map the phone numbers. So I'm going to click here. I will open this response and I'm going to search for the phone number. Now similarly like this, I'm going to fill all these details. So here I have filled all the required details and now what I am going to do is I'm going to click on save and send task request button. So I'm going to click here and here we can see I have received this response. So this is a positive response and this means that I have added all these order details automatically in my Google Sheet. Now to check this, I'm going to take you back to my Google Sheet. And here we can see I have added this new row automatically in my Google Sheet. So the full name is demo user, email is demouser@pabblytudes.com. I have the random phone number of my customer and this is my product name which is Java course for beginners. I have this address line 1 which is random. I have the city Indore. I have the state which is Madhya Pradesh and I have the country which is India. And also I have the random zip code, invoice ID and my total amount which is 500 rupees. So here we can see that I'm adding all the details of the new order that I'm receiving from swipe pages automatically in my Google Sheet. So whenever I'm going to receive a new order from swipe pages, then automatically I'm going to capture the details of that order and I'm going to use those order details and I'm going to add those details in my database that I have created in my Google Sheet. Now to check this in real time, I'm going to go back to swipe pages. Now here I'm going to create order for this particular course which is of PHP course. So I'm going to view this page and I'm going to create a new order. So I have to give the full name. So my full name will be test user, email will be testuser@pabblytudes.com and I will give a random mobile number. Now I'm going to fill my shipping address. So my shipping address will be Old Street, city will be Bhopal and I will give a random zip code. Now I'm going to select the country. So my country will be India and my state will be Madhya Pradesh and I'm going to make my payment. So I'm going to click here on this yes complete my order button and I'm going to make payment with card. Now I have to give my card number. So I'm going to give random card number. I will give an expiry date and a random CVV number. And my amount is of 350 rupees. So I'm going to click here on pay now button and I'm going to click on pay without saving card. I'm going to give my OTP and I'm going to submit my payment. So I have successfully made this payment and I have created this new order automatically in my swipe pages account. Now we have to check whether we have added all these order details automatically in my Google Sheet or not. Now to check this, I'm going to take you back to Google Sheet and here we can see I've added this new row automatically in my Google Sheet. So the full name is test user, email is testuser@pabblytudes.com. I have this random mobile number. I have the product name which is PHP course for beginners. I have this address line which is Old Street, city is Bhopal, state is Madhya Pradesh, country is India. I have the random zip code. Also I have the invoice ID and my amount which is of 350 rupees. So here we can see that I have just created this new order with all these details and I have added all these details automatically in my Google Sheet. So my connection between swipe pages and my Google Sheet is working successfully. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect. And here I have built this connection between swipe pages and Google Sheet in such a way that whenever I'm going to receive a new order from swipe pages, then automatically I'm going to add the data of that order in my Google Sheet. Now let's summarize what we did here. So first I have set up my trigger and my trigger application was swipe pages and my trigger event was new order. Then I have set up my action step and my action application was Google Sheets and my action event was add new row. So this is how I have successfully created this workflow and you can also create this workflow by following all the steps that I did in my workflow. And I'm also going to put the link of my workflow in the description so you can check it out from there, and thank you for watching this video.
Not just these applications, you can automate and integrate a lot more applications like this using Pabbly Connect. If you need any help or if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can post them at forum.pabbly.com, or if you have any issue with the pricing of Pabbly, you can connect on this link. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.